I want to read to you a couple quotes from my friend Joe Schroeder, who owns the Million Mind March. I got these philosophies a long time ago. They changed my life. What you decide not to control will control you. If you don't control your list and your marketing or lack of will control you. If you don't control how you handle your money will control you. If you don't control learning prospecting skills, your lack of prospecting skills will control you. Plug that in, anything you can think of. What you decide not to control will control you. When you decide not to learn to become a proper business person, make good decisions about what tools you use, who you trust, where you're going to go, what you're going to do, whatever you don't control will control you. Next one, what you choose to ignore expands. What you choose to ignore expands. If you choose to ignore learning the basic skills of prospecting, it expands. You can't prospect. You go out and do your press releases and your squiddy lenses and your Facebook and your this and that. If you don't have the basic skills, none of those things mean anything. Your lack of skill expands. In fact, guys, if you're using social media and you have no skills, what it does is it amplifies and shows everybody your lack of skill. It amplifies it. It magnifies it. What you choose to ignore expands. And then the last one, what you don't take responsibility for. This isn't what he said. I made it up. This isn't what he said. This is what Diane said. What you don't take responsibility for will bite you in the butt. Did you not take responsibility for learning how to get your own capture page and your own autoresponder, and you depended on somebody else and they recruited everybody into something else because you were at their mercy? Were you a present for their friends to open? What you don't take responsibility for. Are you using leads? Is your upline selling you leads? You don't know where it comes from. You don't know how it's generated. You don't even ask. You just go, Do the leads bite you in the butt because you didn't know how to use them? You didn't know how to work them? Spend a lot of money? Just get bitten in the butt? By the way, I've built a huge business using leads. I've used leads for years. You don't want to use leads? Don't use leads. I know how to generate my own. I know how to use paid ones. I know how to run full-page ads. I don't care. I can get leads no matter what. But what you don't take responsibility for is going to bite you in the butt. Are you depending on somebody else to do the presentations and you couldn't present your company if your life depended on it? Your baby's life depended on it. Could you get up and do a presentation from your program? Could you present your products? Could you present your opportunity? Can you present your pay plan? Do you even know how your pay plan works? Do you know how you get paid? What you don't take responsibility for will bite you in the butt. If you don't know how your pay plan works, you don't know how to get paid. How are you going to get paid? And what happens if they change the pay plan? Will you know how it works then? Or do you just find out that you're in trouble? Everybody went through the basic skills first. Everybody had to learn to prospect one guy. Everybody had to learn to communicate with one guy. Everybody had to learn how to write one email or one letter. And everybody had to learn to control their ego and master their self-image. Everybody. So if you think you can skip it, you are sadly mistaken.